Hi, my name's Joey, and I'm adopted. My story's not unlike the millions of people around the world that are adopted, but unlike them, 400,000 Ohioans, including myself, will get a chance to see their original birth certificate and adoption records. I'm a whitewater rafting guide who's going to take a season off the river to find out who I am. I hope you enjoy my journey. Yeah, the way the Ohio adoption records were, they were sealed completely. So I couldn't see my biological mother's name. She couldn't see my name. There was nothing you could find out at all about your adoption. The records are sealed, done. There's nothing you can find. But now they're saying, listen, you know, it's causing so much pain with so many people not knowing who they are that we need to open these up. So finally this year in 2014, they passed the law and they're going to open the adoption records. When I was younger, I tried to do a little research, and I dated a girl that tried to do a little research online when the internet was just in its, you know, before its heyday, and we went to like the reunion sites, adoption reunion sites, and I got nothing from them. Back in the day, all these private detectives and stuff, and they would say, oh, we can find your adopted parents and stuff, but they wanted like thousands of dollars, and most of the time they weren't able to find anything. The closest I was actually able to find out information, I went down to get my birth certificate. I had lost mine or whatnot, and I needed it to get my driver's license or whatever it was. But I went down to get my birth certificate, and in Maslin, at the time, they had like a book of old birth certificates, and they were just like, as the people were born, another birth certificate was added. And I noticed something strange about mine. It was stapled onto another birth certificate. So in my mind, I said, man, this has got to be my original birth certificate. And when the guy turned around, I went to peek underneath it, and he caught me. He's like, that's somebody else's. And I'm sitting there thinking, no, that's mine, man. And, you know, that was the closest I was ever to finding out my original name or anything. I did just kind of, not that I didn't think about it a lot. I just kind of not gave up, but put it on the back burner to live life. And but now that Ohio did what they did, it just gave me renewed hope that I can find out a little bit more about myself. And it's really weird, and I feel bad for everybody in the States that the records are sealed and may always be sealed, because there's 39 states right now that, you know, if you're adopted, you just can't find out anything. But yeah, that's the closest. The closest I ever found was just a peek underneath my birth certificate, and you know, until now. And now it's my opportunity and everybody else's opportunity. You know, you have a lot of preconceived notions of who your biological mom is. I was born in 1969, and you know, I didn't remember anything of it because it was like less than a month I was alive. But you know, after I started growing up and I started, you know, getting into history and stuff and finding out what went on back then. You know, you had the flower children and the hippies and free love and everything else. And I thought, yeah, you know, mom could have been a hippie and maybe got pregnant at an early age and just couldn't handle it. Or things were different back then too, because there was a stigma about, you know, a single mom having a kid. And so, you know, she may have grew up in a real strict family, and they sent her off to the aunt's house to have the kid, and nobody around in the neighborhood or, you know, in the family knew she was even pregnant. You know, of course, all these scenarios go on in your mind. They don't really, they may not particularly have happened. I want to find that out. I want to find out, you know, what was her deal. I mean, I'm not mad at her. I'm not, if I ever was, I probably was quite a few times, if I ever was, that was so far in the past that it doesn't matter now. I just want to find out what the situation was, more or less, for curiosity's sake. I don't want to hold anything against her. If nothing else, I kind of gotta have to thank her. I mean, I ended with great parents, dude. I mean, you could not ask for better parents than mine. And she gave me the opportunity to live with these great people. And, you know, it must have been really hard for her to give up a baby. You know, she carried me for 9 months and then had to give me up. I can't see how that wouldn't tear her up inside. And so I kind of also want to tell her, man, it's okay, you know. I want to say thanks, and it's okay. You know, she might have regretted it the rest of her life. She may have been looking for me for the last, 40-some years. And I won't know until I get the paperwork back, find her name, and maybe find her. This won't end. I don't have a planned ending. There's no planned ending to this. I can't tell you if I'm going to meet my mom. I can't tell you if she wants to be part of the documentary. I can't tell you if she's alive or dead right now. I can't tell you if she may have had her name removed. So only time will tell, what I'm going to find out. And I don't know. And I won't know until I get those records back after March. Once I get them back, though, I can start the search. If I have a name, I can start looking and see maybe where she's at and try to contact her and see if she wants to talk to me and meet me. I'm not a bad guy. I mean, I don't think. I mean, people seem to get along with me, and I'd like her to know that I'm not a bad guy, that I had a good childhood, and I was raised right, and she did a good thing. It was probably the right thing for her at the time, and it definitely worked out for me.
My journey began in Cleveland. I wanted to find out who was behind getting the records changed. I found that person at Adoption Network Cleveland. That person was Betsy Norris. I was just amazed when I met her. The energy she has, the tenacity she has, and she's such a nice person. When I met Betsy, we talked about her story, about her adoption, about her father, and we talked about how she and others at Adoption Network Cleveland and others all around the state fought to open the records. Betsy started her fight at a young age, fighting against the state and the powers that be to open records. For that, I'll always be thankful. After meeting her, it opened my eyes to a whole new world, a whole new community, a community of adopted people. It turns out they were all meeting in Columbus the day before records were opened. I had to be there.
Today is March 19th, and I am on my way to Columbus, Ohio, because tomorrow I get to request my original birth certificate and adoption records. I can't wait to get there and meet all the people I met online, in person, and of course get my records. I guess one of the weird things about being here with all these adoptees is that until proven otherwise, we're kind of all related. I mean, but that's the same with anybody. I mean, I could be related to anybody that I meet. So you kind of have to be nice to everybody because they might be family. So there's that. I mean, but it is going to be kind of neat to be around so many adoptees in one place. It's like a family reunion that you don't know if you are part of the family or not.
When I got to Columbus, Betsy Norris was one of many speakers. I couldn't believe how many people were in the adoption community. I also got to interview Senator Burke from Ohio and Senator Beagle. They were both key in changing the law here in Ohio. Then I got to sign my request for my original birth certificate and have it notarized. That was the first time I got to meet my search angel, Susie Mathis. A search angel is someone that helps adoptees find their family for free. They don't charge. They're truly angels. The next morning in the rain, we drove down to the Bureau of Vital Statistics to request my original birth certificate. I really didn't expect to see many people there. I was really surprised. The line actually went all the way around the block. There were over 200 people in line ahead of me. I couldn't believe it. While standing in that line, actually walking up and down because I like to talk to people. I met people that came all the way from California, even other countries, to come get their original birth certificate. They wanted to be here on opening day. They wanted to be the first. They wanted to be amongst the first to get their original birth certificate. It was amazing. I'd never been around so many adoptees in such a great mood in my life. Nobody even cared how bad it was raining. And then a few hours later, it was my turn. I paid my $20 and I got a receipt. I'd never been so happy to get a receipt in my life. Okay, so today I'm super excited. I just got a package from FedEx, which came from 23andMe. They are a company that does DNA testing, and they can tell me my biological heritage. This is the test kit itself. I have yet to open it, and I'm going to do that now. It's like my birthday and Christmas all rolled into one right now. And what do we have here? Welcome to you from old 23andMe. Seal it tight, and it goes right back in the mail, and it goes to 23andMe, and because we're nice and registered, then they'll know it's my saliva, and I should get my results in about 6 weeks or so. Okay, I just got an email from 23andMe, and my initial results are in. I'm going to put on my glasses for this. I just logged onto the site, and I am about to view my results for the first time. I'm very nervous. In a couple minutes I'll know more about me, I guess. So I'm 99.5% European, especially British and Irish, apparently. So that's the majority of it, 61.4%. And the rest is broadly Northern European, so yeah, that's kind of weird. It doesn't say anything about Neanderthal. Apparently, I must not have any in me. That's crazy. I could have swore that I would have quite a bit in me. Wow. Just, it's weird. I'm happy. I'm shocked. I thought for sure I'd have Neanderthal. Wow. This is crazy. 45 years of not knowing who I am and, or where I came from biologically, and now all of a sudden I know. It just feels weird. It feels surreal. It's wow. I can't even say anything other than wow. It's so weird. British and Irish. Wow. Oh wait, there is Neanderthal industry. Let's see, Neanderthal. All right, yeah, I do have Neanderthal. Haha. 2.6% Neanderthal. Yeah. Okay, I knew I had some in me. Yeah. Heavy eyebrow ridge. Yeah. Bigger skull. Predominant nose. That's... So now, Dave, Stefan, all you guys at Songer, you were right. I am a caveman. Sweet. Oh man, that's crazy. I was shooting for a higher percentage though, man. I thought for sure I would have a higher percentage. Well, again, the results are in. That's me. So I guess in 2 weeks, my results for family and friends will, my family will come in, and I'll also be getting my original birth certificate probably around that time, and then we'll know even more. But St. Patrick's Day will be, I've already celebrated anyway, but now it'll mean more, I guess, because I'm British and Irish, 60%. Go figure. People have often asked me, would knowing your nationality really make that much of a difference? Nah.
Let her roll. 1, 2.
So I gave it about a week before I started checking the mailbox. But then when I did, I started checking every day. It was like a ritual. I'd go out, check the mailbox, check it again, and check it again. And nothing would ever be there, except bills and coupons. I started getting frustrated and realized something was wrong. I realized I was going to have to call the health department. Can I just stop by and get it? Okay. Yeah, definitely be tomorrow. Okay, sure. So my original birth certificate was mailed out, and the post office, in their infinite wisdom, sent it back to them for some reason. It never even made it to my house. It came to the local post office. They decided I did not live here, and then mailed it back to Columbus. So I'm trying to find out if I can go to Columbus and pick it up. I've got to go to Cincinnati tomorrow anyway, so I'll be in there. I'll be driving through Columbus. She's checking now to see if it's possible if I could stop by and pick it up on the way to Cincinnati. Only me. We are on our way to Columbus, and it seems like it's taking forever. But at least I know my OBC will be there when I get there. We should be there probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour. And then it's off to Cincinnati.
Turn left on East Chestnut Street, then turn left.
I was told that you'd have something for me. It got mailed to me, but
Was
came
that-
back.
Was that something that happened? Was there like a second page to this court order?
Oh man, thank you so much. So, I got it in my hand, and I'm going to meet my search angel, Susie, and I wanted to wait to maybe open it with her, and then, get the information and stuff to her right then and everything else, and just do it on camera.
What do you, what's holding you back right now?
Just to open it with her, and that's it. I mean, I got it. No, it's definitely, it's thicker than I thought it'd be. I think, fuck it, dude. I'm opening it, man. I can't wait. And I got a receipt, which is, already had one of those. And it's a copy of my birth certificate, and it says government. Holy shit, man. It's partly ripped. I am not from Ohio. Oh God, yeah, no, I am. All right, that's crazy. I wasn't given a name. I don't have a first or middle name. I was born on December 7th, so it was my birthday at 8:55 a.m. I was born in Maslin. Oh shit. I have my mom's name. She was 21. She's from Tennessee. The name of the doctor? She must have came from Tennessee just to have me. So, my theory of she went to visit her sick aunt when it's probably true. What's the third paper? Oh, it's my certificate of adoption. The most common name of a male child from 1964 to 1996 in Ohio was Baby Boy, and that was my name. And it's got my mom and dad's name on, which is awesome. I don't understand. It took a year for the adoption to go through. I wasn't truly adopted until 1970. A whole year after I was born. I mean, they had me. I was in the home in December of '69, but this actually took a year to go through court. I bet you my mom and dad were freaking out, especially my mom. I know my name. I finally know my name. I can't stop looking at the birth certificate. And I know my mom's name. I just want to know her story now. So after looking at my birth certificate a little more, it says previous deliveries, how many other children, sorry. It says how many other children, and now living, 1. So, I have an older brother or sister. Apparently born January 18th, 1968. So, that's just under a year older than me. So, if they were born in Maslin, the same place I was born, I probably went to school, high school, with my brother or sister. I'm floored right now. This is insane. She graduated from high school too. Alright. I have got to get to Cincinnati. I've got to talk to Susie. And if I've got a brother or sister out there, I gotta freaking meet him. If I haven't met him already. Let's get out of here, man. The drive down to Cincinnati seemed to take forever, but before too long we were there. I made it to the main branch of the Cincinnati Public Library. That's where I was supposed to meet Susie Mathis. Susie Mathis was the search angel that notarized my paperwork. She spent hours and hours and hours trying to find my mom, any hint, any clue of my mom. We had a name, we found a few things, and then we found our first clue. It was an obituary, and listed my mom in the obituary as being someone that survived, well, what turned out to be my grandparents. But after that, we kind of hit a wall. Susie did find my uncle's number and left a message, but that's all we could really find. So I left to go back to Maslin. Well, Susie texted me, and this should be her. She has more info for me. Hey Susie, it's Joey, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Good, we just stopped for gas. I'm about an hour from home. I'm hoping right now I have enough light that I'm recording, but yeah, I got you on speakerphone and I'm filming.
Okay, do you want to wait till you get home, or do you want me to give you some news now?
I don't think I can wait till I get home, that's why.
Alright, here goes.
Okay.
You ready? I just got off the phone with your mom.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, not at all. She really wants you to call her. She's waiting.
Oh my god, dude. I didn't think it was gonna be this big. I thought.
It wasn't going to be that big. It was going to just be that I had pictures of your sister and her family, and I had a picture of your mom, and then your mom literally just called me.
Are you kidding me?
She got the message that I left with your uncle, and all I said, was my name. I was looking for Brenda, and I left my phone number. He called her right away, after he heard the message and gave her my name and number, and she called me.
God, oh my God. Thank you, Susie.
I didn't do it by myself. I had help.
I know.
But we did it.
I gotta thank everybody. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Did she?
It was me, Jessica, Amanda, and Kristen. We all were working on it.
I gotta thank them all. Shit.
Don't forget Susan helped earlier today.
Yeah, everybody.
But between us all, I actually have a picture for you. I'm about ready to send to you on your phone when we hang up.
Okay.
Well, maybe I can send it before we hang up.
Well, I won't be able to get it until after we hang up anyway. But
okay.
She really wants to talk to me, huh?
She does. Do you have something to write down her phone number with?
No. Can you send it in a text, please?
I sure will. I will send it to you, and she's waiting for you to call.
Oh my God.
I know. She cried too.
I just really didn't expect it this quick.
And you look a lot like her.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That poor woman.
You look like your sister too.
Oh, that poor woman. God, I don't look good as a man, let alone a woman. Oh shoot. Was my sister? Now, did you talk to her?
I did not.
Okay.
She does not know about you, so
Okay.
that's going to be a little bit slow coming for your mom.
Okay.
But I told your mom that you would respect her wishes and not reach out to the sister.
Awesome.
Your niece, your sister has a son and a daughter, and her daughter is been pretty sick here lately. So your mom Brenda doesn't want to give her any more stress.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I have one more thing I need to tell you.
Oh no.
Are you ready?
Probably not. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just want you to be composed. I don't want any surprises.
Okay.
I did ask about your birth father.
Okay.
She did not give me his name. She might go ahead and give you a name at a when you talk to her.
Okay.
So that way we can try to find a picture or something, but he is deceased.
Okay.
I just didn't want you to be surprised.
Oh man.
You okay?
Yeah.
You deserve this.
I
You deserve to find your family.
I've never
You
been
definitely look like you fit in.
I'd never been so happy, confused, sad in my life. This is amazing. This is amazing.
I am just so happy to be a part of it.
Thank you so much, Susie. Text me the info, and
I sure will.
can you please ask her or tell her that I'm on the road and I want to wait till I get home to call.
I did tell her you were driving, and I didn't know when you would call me back, so she already knows that. She did ask for a picture of you, so I sent her one picture of you.
God, which one?
The one of you at the ANC conference where you were holding your sign.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I didn't send the whole sign, but just your face.
That's cool, because that actually was a decent picture of me for a change.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right, I'm going to send you a picture right here, right now, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Susie.
Drive safe.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh. My mom wants to talk to me. Oh my God. I am about to call and talk to my mom, my biological mom, for the very first time. And I am scared to death. I have no clue what to say. Here goes. It's ringing. Hello, Brenda? Hi, my name's Joey. I'm great. This has probably been one of the most happy, stressful days of my life. But I you know what? I I want to thank you. I really do. My mom and dad were awesome. They were great. I won the adoption lottery. I mean, you could have never asked for better parents. I mean, and they really wanted to have kids, but my mom couldn't have kids. And you gave them something they really, really, really needed. If they couldn't have raised kids, they're a kid. They just had me. It would have killed them. And I've always wanted to thank you for that. And I'm sorry. So it's been about 2 years since I started this film, and in that time I did meet my mom and got a big hug from her and got to spend some time with her. I found out I had a sister, and which is awesome. I feel like I always knew she was out there. And then I also have a niece and nephew. Unfortunately, they don't want to be part of the film. They come from a small town in Tennessee, and I want to respect their privacy. They had a lot to say, and at first were happy to be part of the film. I wish I could show you all the great things they had to say, but I can't. And but my dad's side of the family are fully. My dad's side of the family are really behind the film and are happy to have my dad's story told. So you'll get to hear a little bit about his story. And, you know, I just want to say that it was a good reunion with my mom, and it was awesome meeting my sister and niece and nephew. So with that said, you get to learn a little bit about my dad now. I spent my nights camping in Tennessee. It was so great to get out in the country again. Wake up at the crack of dawn, watch the sun come up, then go find out more about myself.
next day I decided to do some research on my dad's side of the family, so I went to the courthouse and the Madisonville Public Library. Mom had told me a little bit about the story, but I wanted to know more. See, my dad, he was murdered in 1974 by a jealous ex-girlfriend. She was convicted of second-degree murder. I also managed to find a phone number for my Uncle Merle. I gave him a call and asked him if I can come visit, and he told me to come on out. That's when he called Aunt Gail in. Aunt Gail was eager to talk to me. So, you're my Aunt Gail?
Yeah, and I'm proud
And
of Joey, Lynn's son, Johnny Lynn, Kyle.
tell me what Johnny Lynn was like, or what he did, and you know.
When he was young,
You can
he
look
was
right over at me.
kind of a prankster. Sometime he played a high school football, and even though he was a little guy, Coach Barong wrote in his yearbook, big surprises come in little packages. And I've had people comment about him, about that's why they went on to do something with their life, because of Lynn, that all the boys looked up to him, you know. And he had a nickname of Cheese for some reason. I don't know.
I think it might have been the smile. He's always, every picture I've seen of him, he was always smiling.
Oh yeah. He lived life to the fullest. I mean, he did. It was when he first started to fly. His first flight was just getting an airplane and starting it up, taking it off. Never flew before, and landed it. But he had went to the military, where he was a paratrooper, and his love for being a paratrooper continued after that, and his love for flying, you know, and he went on to become a pilot and worked for Overseas National and somewhere else. And before that, though, he put himself through college at Hiawassee College, and do it with friends. He'd take you up in the airplane. He had an airplane. He'd take you up in the airplane and cut the engine and let it go. I'm like, please stop. And he'd cut it back on eventually, but he thought it was funny to scare me, I think. But we were close when we were young. When I was very young, I used to help him clean motor parts with gasoline, and helped him pack his chute. And he told me, don't ever let anybody else pack your chute. You know, he was, but he skydived a lot, and he'd call me sometime and tell me, said, if you see me fly over, come to the airport and get me. And so he'd fly over the house, and I'd go pick him up. But he was a very caring and giving person. He went to many countries. He'd take people in off the street that were eating from a garbage can, and take them in a restaurant and buy them food. He was that kind of person.
I mean, when I met Uncle Merle, he come to the door, he looked like he'd seen a ghost. He looked at me, licked me up and down, oh, I don't know how many times, and just give me a big old hug, and I could tell right away that you know, he knew who I was, and And you guys have treated me, you treated me like gold, like family right off the rip, and I appreciate it. And I can't wait to just keep being family with y'all. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the love that you guys have shown me is just it's awesome. And I know I have my dad to thank for that. And you know, again, with me being who I am, I think that, and you guys have said it, that I kind of follow in his footsteps a little bit here and there
Yes.
with the adventure sports and, you know, practical joking. And
Yeah.
but I'm just glad to know a little bit about more of who I am, and I'm glad that you guys
You
are part of
are.
my life now.
Me too. You're my nephew, and
I
I
love
love
you.
you very much. And you are family.
The son of Johnny Lynn Kyle.
Yes, you are. I can see it in you, and all your traits. You really just took right after him, I think.
I think so too. Well, like I said earlier, it's been about 2 years since I started this film, and I'm back down here in West Virginia, and back on the river that I love. And over the last 2 years, I found out a lot about myself and about other people and life in general. And I'm happy to have found out a little bit about myself as far as my roots and my heritage and being Irish, and finding out where some of my traits came from. And made me realize too that my adoptive family, they were the ones that raised me, and they were my family, as well as all of my friends that I grew up with and all the friends that I made along the way. Family's not just blood. Family is who shaped your life, and a lot of people have. And I thank them, and I thank you for watching. And it's just really important that adoptees find out who they are. It definitely filled a big jigsaw puzzle piece in my life, and I'm happy to know. Happy to be back at the river too.
Okay.
I think